You're running around the toxic zone.
And you can see it, right?
Yes.
I haven't got a single encoding error yet. I think I may have found something that worked. I swapped it away from the onboard. Or from the, what would you call that when it's not something that's solid? Software. Ah! Helicopter, why? What did I do to you? Just fucking mowed me down. Why? Oh, I had my gun on my hotbar. That was my fault. Yeah, fucking check that out. Haven't got a single bitrate error yet. Haven't got an encoding error yet. This is gonna kill my computer, though.
That shadow, though.
Oh yeah, the fucking super clip shadows, like the voxel shadows. That's because I have shadows like set to none. Shadows kills this game. Yeah, it's probably gonna end up killing my computer pretty quickly though, because I'm using my graphics card to take up the encoding.
You mean you weren't telling your graphics card to do the encoding before?
No, I was using the default OBS standard. That's what they suggest to use.
Okay, you just started dropping
Yeah, see, like voice dropping or video dropping?
video.
Yeah, because I'm not seeing any of video droppings. I'm watching like it play on my end through my video preview on Twitch, and it looks flawless. Yeah, I'm watching me run all the way down the hill to this rock. Yeah, flawless.
You only had like one or two drop.
Oh, well, that's not frame dropping, that's my game skipping because I'm using my graphics card to pick up the encoding. Yeah, that's just my game doing that. Every once in a while, my game will lag for like a half a second. But again, that's what I said. It's going to start killing my computer because I'm using my graphics card to fucking pick up the slack. And I've only got an R9, so... $200 graphics card, but a $200 graphics card can only do so much whenever the rest of my computer isn't strong enough. One of these days. One of these days I'll find another group that likes to play Rust. And we will run shop. Alright, let me change my actual title and everything. How do you spell invalid? INVULED? Cog? Hello?
Hello?
Do you know how to spell the word invalid?
I think it's spelled as invalid.
Oh, it can't be.
Person made weak or disabled by illness or injury. Invalid. Invalid.
Invalid? INVALID?
Yeah.
Huh. This entire time, from my past 29 and a half years of existence, I thought invalid and invalid were two different words. Didn't think I'd have to actually argue with somebody about this. Well, like this guy was like, I found a wolf. I shall pet him and squeeze him and name him George. Well, no, it's not. It's from the original Disney cartoons, and it was from a 1965 movie before that. But he was like, but you wouldn't know that because you're young. And I was like, actually, I know exactly what that's from. I was just trying to make a joke because he said I shall call him George. And I was like, of the jungle. And he was like, no, it's much older than that, but I guess you wouldn't understand. And I was like, no, you're talking about the invalid from the old Disney cartoons, the one who used to say it all the time about the mice and stuff. He was like, well, it's older than that. And I was like, yeah, but the Disney cartoons are the most widely referenced point of use for it.
That's what I meant.
I shall pet him and name him George, just rubbing their heads and stuff. Yeah, that's from the old Disney cartoons. It's from a movie from 1965. Before that, it's from the movie remake of Mice and Men. But he's not gonna know that.
Are you okay, Dom?
No.
I'm kind of noticing that that's the truth.
Oh, there's a whole bunch of stuff wrong with me. I just don't feel like getting into it.
No, you just seem like you're ready to pretty much attack everyone right now.
Nah, not so much attack, just...
Yeah, there you go.
I don't see why I have to argue with somebody over the internet. It's like this guy just gets off on, like, proving other people wrong. He reminds me of somebody. Myself.
Yeah, I was waiting for that.
I have no problem admitting it.
Okay. As long as you're aware and that you seem to be actively seeking targets for that.
Well, I mean, it's either that or sit here in silence. I have to have something to talk about, even if it's saltiness.
I'm okay with silence, but I know you require it not to be.
Yeah, I was about to say I can't stream in silence. That's kind of fucking boring for anyone and everyone involved.
Oh, it's their choice if they show up to your silence. Just saying.
Why is this game so much fun? It really shouldn't be.
Sorry, I couldn't help but laugh at that.
Even Devin heard you cackling.
No, my opinion isn't being heard at all.
I was about to say, even Devin heard that shit. I know. I'm a weird breed of person. I like games that border on, you know. Yeah. It's true. It's true. I'm not even gonna lie. Devin got it right. I like games that verge on like right on the verge of dead. Dead death. It's weird though because I don't like war games. Like war games are just so boring to me. And that's because there's never a fucking like, you know, infiltrator class or never like any kind of mercenary class or anything guerrilla war tactics class. It's always like knights and paladins and, you know, lancers and stuff like that. That's not what real war is like. Where are you getting this from?
Where are you getting infiltrator as part of war? That's espionage, not war.
I'm not allowed to talk about that, but I mean, I'm legally not allowed to talk about that, but yeah. He said, "Where are you getting infiltrator as being someone who's part of war?" I'm not legally allowed to talk about that.
I understand that espionage is a part of war, but it's not an active, highly action type deal. It's not something where people are gonna enjoy doing the boring paperwork that goes with being a spy.
Okay. I can't offer a rebuttal. I don't know what you want me to say. I'm not joking. I legally can't talk about that.
I'm not saying that there aren't those kind of positions, but that those kind of positions are far rarer than.
I will totally be more than willing to have, like, you know, talk to you about what I can after stream, but yeah, I can't say shit, like, right here.
Mm-hmm. Any case, moving right along.
Right? Before, you know, the fucking Sergeant Rojas rolls up to my fucking front door with an fucking authorization to arrest me.
Uh-huh. In any case, everyone trying to run around and be spies, you're just gonna shoot everyone anyway, so you might as well just devolve to shooting everyone anyway.
So, Team Fortress 2.
Yeah. And that's what it boils down to for pretty much all shooter games, is something along those lines. I'm not saying that's necessarily bad or unfun, because I enjoy Rainbow Six Siege, but it's more about who I play it with than...
Yeah.
the actual activity itself for that particular game.
Fair enough. I mean, that's how I feel about Rust, but it's more about the company that I keep while I'm playing it than the actual game itself. But I will say though, how do I word this carefully?
I don't think you know how to word anything carefully.
That's the
I
point.
know that was kind of mean, but
No. Trust me, there is not anything that you can ever say that you think that you know about me that will disturb me.
well, it still wasn't nice to say out loud. But
No, trust me. Like, I mean, I don't like to be that person, but like everything that people think that they know about me is only half of what you think you know. And that's because of the position that I held when I was in the military. I'm a very cautious person. But that's what I'm trying to get at. How do I say what I was trying to say without like making it a dead giveaway? And I think I figured out a way to say it. I bragged to somebody that I know that thought that they were what you have, until I told them I actually know somebody who has one. That's the easiest way I can say that without giving away exactly what it was.
I don't even understand the sentence, so we're gonna move on with life once again.
That thing that you told me that you had, that, you know, not everybody's got. Damn it. Whatever. We'll talk about it after. Devin's like, even I know what he's talking about.
I haven't a clue. But alright, fine, whatever. Moving on with life.
I got this.
Back to video games. Our real world.
There. Problem solved.
I'm not worried about you telling them because I mean that's common knowledge.
I know, but it's not something that I like to put other people's information out there. It's not my business to do so. If you wanted people to know, then you would tell people.
I do tell people, but generally only when it pertains to when they need to know.
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. Not everybody here
nobody
is in
gives a
the
shit about it otherwise, and most people just misunderstand it anyway.
Well, those of us who know what it really means are like, wow.
It's not like I use it really anyway. So, anyway, moving on with life.
Right.
And in order for those who might be lurking around, it was just one of the certs that I got when I worked as a contractor for the military. I don't think of it as any big deal because it really isn't.
All right. Still impressive though.
The Cisco certified network administrator is more impressive in my opinion.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely requires much more intelligence to get. Yeah, you got to be good.
I never want to take that test ever again.
Yeah, I was about to say you got to be good at like one thing to get the first one. To get the second one, you got to be good at a lot more.
But the rest of them, I mean, I retook one of them just recently, the Security Plus, in order to get a. I was trying to get a job up at Redstone, but I didn't get it.
Damn. Oh, was that the one that you were
Yeah.
telling me about?
Yeah, they called me back a second time for a second interview, and they didn't give it to me.
I think I remember you telling me
Yeah.
about that. Sad day.
Yeah, I so wanted that $50 an hour.
Yeah, dude, I remember how excited you were.
That would have been so worthwhile.
That made it all better.
Yeah.
Man, I'm so glad they added cactus to this game because getting water is fucking hard.
No, I finally fought a fucking cactar.
Did it wreck you?
No. It was easy as fuck.
That's bullshit. Cactar should wreck you.
No, the thing that pissed me off was that I finally ran into one after the time quest fucking ended.
Typical.
And I even went to that area, like, I went there. And there was nothing there.
Pretty typical.
And then they sent me back there again for one of Venice quests because he wanted pictures of the Imperial bases. And all of a sudden, I'm fighting a cooler, the jaguar looking thing.
A coral.
Yeah, and a cactus.
Oh, by the way, I know what's up with Vive.
What? What is he really?
He's a spy.
I figured as much.
Yeah. He starts off innocently enough getting you to go take regular pictures, and then he sends you to military bases and outposts and shit like that. He's a spy.
Yeah, he says at one point, like, I think somebody didn't want him to do something.
Yeah, they wanted him to stop.
Yeah.
He's a spy. And he uses journalistic integrity as his way around it.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave that away.
Yeah, he's a spy.
I figured. He's a really weird journalist.
Yeah, he's a fucking spy.
Like, these are not normal pictures that people would be taking pictures of.
Yeah, like the first 3 pictures were normal, and then he was like, "So I need you to take pictures of this base."
Royal
Yeah,
tomb,
yeah.
he's like, how do you know about the royal tomb?
How do you know where that bitch is?
Yeah.
I was gonna say he's definitely a spy.
Yeah, I definitely thought something was up with him.
You know, low-level espionage.
I slowed down.
I know, honey. It's just drinking and stuff, and fucking stressed.
Found a fish.
Drinking, huh?
Yeah,
Sounds like a good plan.
yeah. After how fucking stressful this last week/weekend has been, I was like 10 minutes away from going to Walmart and buying a box of plates just to throw off the overpass.
That seems dangerous to do.
That's kind of the point. But
People of the stream, do not do this.
yeah, just joking. Don't go buy a box of plates and throw them off of an overpass. I'll tell your mommy and daddy Dom said it was okay to do. Because I do have a lawyer. No, I'm just joking.
Yeah, you will if if that happens.
No, I mean, I actually do have a lawyer, but I do own a company, remember? Granted, we're not really doing anything with it, but we still have a lawyer.
Yeah.
Yeah, luckily our lawyer is on, like, pretty much permanent retainer, though, because he's part of trade. I don't know if you know what trade is. But like, you know, it's this website where like, say I know how to program computers, right? And say you're a lawyer. Okay, well I come over and I program your entire infrastructure to keep track of all your appointments, case files, things like that, and you help me with some lawyer stuff every once in a while. Like, that's trade.
Mm.
Cog's like, I need to get on that shit.
No, I don't really have a use for a lawyer at this.
Well,
current
I mean, it's
juncture.
not just lawyers. There's like, you know, carpenters, electricians, artists, like everybody on there. It just depends on what you need done and what someone else needs done, you know what I mean? It just so happened that Earl found a lawyer who needed work with infrastructure, and so he traded the work on the infrastructure for some lawyering.
I don't need to get on that because I don't have a need for pretty much anything at the current moment.
Yeah, I understand that. It's just it was literally perfect for us because who's got fucking $6,000 to pay a lawyer?
Well, I don't, but
That's what I'm saying. Like no one does unless you're fucking rich. That's why trade is so good.
I have people talk to me regularly who have that kind of money. Fucking bastards.
You fucking bastards.
They pay my paycheck, but that doesn't mean I have to like them for it.
That is true. Alright, we've got a full inventory of goodies again.
Hmm.
We're gonna go somewhere else to another base. Try to set up a little area, and we are gonna drink our faces off and get drunk and go try to shoot people.
Shooting people, huh?
Yes.
You don't say.
Cog's like, I'm kind of down with shooting people. Well, Cog's always down for getting drunk.
I think you're overestimating.
Cog's like, not always, add an asterisk. Yeah, he doesn't.
I mean, yeah, last Sunday I did get drunk, and I was probably drunk the entire weekend.
Could you-
don't really remember because I don't keep track of those things.
Because I don't keep track of days, who cares?
No, I do keep track of them because I have to show up to work.
Unfortunately.
Yes, I'd rather go back to not taking track of them, but something about that paycheck just keeps me going.
Yeah, something about them giving me money, it makes me get up.
Yeah, if I want that money, I have to keep showing up.
It's pretty much my motivation. I want to play video games, and I need internet to play video games, so I have to go to work.
Well,
Well, no, I don't go to work all the time. I hate work.
No, I know. I'm just saying that's not your motivation.
Well, no, it's not my motivation all the time.
yeah,
I was about to say, because there are plenty of days where I wake up and I'm like, I'm not going to work.
I definitely have those days too, but I
See-
try to limit them.
I was about to say, but, like, that's what I always tell Devin, though. That's one of the huge benefits about being really good at your job. You can just call and be like, I don't feel like coming today, and they're like, alright.
I get away with it because it's like once a month.
Oh, I do it way more than once a month. We call in, like, maybe 2 times a month, every once in a while. Sometimes 3. Well, I haven't done that in a long time.
I'm just saying, you a little bit more.
Yeah, you do tend to take a lot more days off than.
I had like a perfect record of
Well,
like
Yeah, I mean, I don't disagree with the fact that I take off more than she does, but she was making it sound like I take off a whole bunch. Well, I did used to do that whenever I was working at Louis. But that's because it was fucking Louis. They literally work you like fucking slaves.
Yeah, that's about how I feel about my job, so.
Yeah, see, but you getting to sit in a nice cushy. I mean, I'm not trying to demean what you do in any way, shape, or form. I'm just saying, try doing what you do in 100-degree temperature.
Well, fortunately, I don't have to do it in 100 degrees temperature, but it's not like they really let me sit there and do nothing. I am constantly on
No, no,
my
no, no.
feet.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you know, you're always constantly, you know, elbow to the grind, but elbow to the grind in air conditioning.
Don't mean I don't sweat for it.
That's true. You are around a bunch of fucking server stacks and computers. I'm sure it gets a little warm.
That's the only reason why there is an air conditioning. The rest of the building barely even has it. But the rest of the building doesn't freaking move around constantly. I mean, me and the people in the warehouse, that's pretty much the only people who have to move on a constant basis. And half the people in the warehouse are paid less than me.
That's how it is at work. I'm the second highest person paid who's not salary. But I also have fucking 16 years of experience in culinary, so there's not anybody there who has anywhere close to the amount of experiences that I do, except for like the 50-year-old manager.
I think I get paid just barely more than the help desk at my work, and that's about it. And some of the help desk, I'm certain, is getting paid more since they're related to the owner.
Wouldn't doubt it then. You know how that goes. Fucking favoritism due to blood. Which there's a word for that. What's that? What's the word for that?
Nepotism?
Yeah, nepotism.
Did you hit that and never pass it to me?
Probably, honey bunny. You know how I do. Okay, but we have been running this whole time for 34 minutes since I reset the stream with the new settings.
Still missing one.
I haven't seen anything in a while.
Yeah, I was about to say, everything's been running pretty smoothly aside from, you know, the clipping that's happening because of my game.
I haven't even noticed that, because before it was literally dropping frames. It was frame droppage.
Yeah, no, now it's just clipping every once in a while. Like, I'll go to turn and it skips a frame or something like that. Like, you know, it's just clipping. But, yeah. So this has been a very good test. I think we finally found a setting that seems to be working for us. Granted, the quality is a little bit less than I would like. If words and numbers pop up on the screen, they're going to be a little bit difficult to read. But aside from that, everything seems to be running swimmingly. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to set us up a small little base like right next to this river. Because I don't see anybody around here. So we may set us up a little shack next to this river and we'll live in it for the rest of the day more than likely. And then I'll probably come back to this server tomorrow. But for right now, I kind of want to shoot at people. So we may go to a more heavily populated server so I can get a little bit of pew-pew action going on.
Did they just move in? I've never seen those people in my life.
I'm looking over feats and whatnot for Pathfinder. It's pretty much all I've done since Friday.
I'm pretty sure I already know what feats I want.
It's not a matter of what I want, it's what he offered for us to be able to rebuild / respec.
Oh, are you kidding? Earl gave everybody the opportunity to respec. In D&D, he gave everybody the opportunity to respec. Means everything that you took at level 1, you can redo it if you want. Which is bullshit.
It's a one-time offer, and it's because I was bitching so much. If you don't like it, you can blow it out your ass, mister. Let's make this harder.
That means Spencer's probably gonna do something.
Well, like Cog said, it's our fault. I made mine and yours character as strong as I could without overpowering them. So Earl had no choice but to ramp up the campaign. So now Cog has no choice but to ramp up his character. So yeah, it is kind of our fault.
I
argue
did
that.
not say that in any way, shape, or form. It's the play style of everyone in the group. I can't hit anything. I
That's-
barely get hit, but when I do get hit, I pretty much fall apart.
Yeah, I was about to say you're taking negatives to like everything, homie.
I get natural attacks. They're negatives to begin with. I don't have a negative on my one attack, but I can't
Baby.
fucking roll a decent fucking roll on my first attack.
So
At
you're looking.
all.
So you're looking for
That-
perks
that-
to take away the negatives.
I am definitely looking for perks to take away negatives, and I have things, but the issue is that I only get so many freaking feats.
Can I make
I
a?
start with. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, can I make a suggestion?
Yeah, you're gonna do it anyway, so go ahead.
Smartass. But I was gonna say, if you're looking for somebody who knows a whole lot about feats, you might want to try to talk to Lychus because he's got like 90% of them memorized, and he can probably tell you what you're looking for based on a description.
Well, Lychus is playing Tyranny.
Well, I can get in touch with him if you'd like, and tell him to get in touch with you. I was about to say he pretty much is a repository for all things Pathfinder and D&D. So, like, if you're interested in knowing anything that none of us know or that you would have to dig to find out on your own, he can probably help you.
Oh, I'm gonna find what I need anyway, but the point is that the current playstyle, your ends with zombies, plays with her summoner, but that summoner, I've seen her cast maybe 2 spells. She pretty much uses the crossbow,
Yeah, that's her design.
and the Eidolon.
Rex face regardless.
Maybe not. I mean, it seems to miss just as much as me, to be quite honest. It just has slightly fewer attacks. I don't know if it's just getting better rolls.
Well, he's also not taking any negatives on any of his rolls either because he's an Eidolon.
Yeah.
Which I remember you were like, what the hell? How's he doing that?
Well, in any case, and I don't recall being what the hell about
Well,
that.
Okay, well, you may not have been what the hell, but I remember you saying, isn't he making unarmed attacks? How is he making 2 of them?
Oh, no. I know exactly how he is. He's a monster, therefore he gets natural attacks as primary. He gets 2 claw attacks, and that's perfectly legit. That's part of what I'm doing. My first attack is unarmed, but the other 3 are natural attacks. They're not attacks that are normal to monks to begin with.
So, are you taking
That's why-
negatives on them?
That's why I'm taking negatives on them, is because they're not attacks that monks normally get.
Right. So yeah, okay, I see what you're saying. You're outreaching, and so you're forced to take negatives because it's not a class or race ability.
It's part of the race, but it's that it takes, because I'm not basically replacing my normal attacks with those. I have to take the penalties.
Yeah, let's say you have to take some sort of offhand attack ability, and considering you're already doing 2 attacks, like,
And the fact that the archetype that I chose doesn't get Fury of Blows, I don't get to do 2 attacks with my unarmed. So I'm looking at that particular detail while I had the opportunity.
fair enough. I just want to help you as much as I can, but I feel like anytime I try to help you, you think I'm just telling you what to do.
Yep, you're right.
And that's definitely not my intention.
The other problem is that I'm playing a melee character. Melee is not exactly where it's not the strongest to begin with,
No. Unless you're a fighter.
and which is where I'm planning to go, but I have to have the opportunity to go there,
It's true.
and that takes levels.
I don't understand in the long run what you're trying to go for is the main issue. So that's why I'm just trying to spout out as many different options or capabilities that I can think of that may help you.
Well, I'm planning to maintain the current attacks and try to get them to basically gain as feats would for my natural attacks as well. So that's going to eat like 3 feats. Plus, maintaining the unarmed damage progression requires another feat. The problem is that there's so much about unarmed that's made weaker.
Yeah. They had to nerf it somehow.
They didn't have to, but they chose to.
No.
And
See, and that's. I'm trying to not be that guy, but like monks were literally the character killer. Like monks could do fucking everything. They got haste, like permanent haste on everything they do at like level 3. Like that is absurdly overpowered.
where are they getting haste from everything at level 3?
That's from the old versions of D&D. That's why they killed that when they made Pathfinder.
Well, it would be nice if they'd left it, because it certainly isn't working for the current monk.
Cause like I used to
mean-
play a monk back in the day, and that's like all you needed was a monk. Like a monk could just solo everything.
Well, the other problem with this is that, like, the monk gets a bunch of stuff as part of their base class, right?
Yeah.
But those things don't count as feats.
No, they don't.
They're generally just some kind of added on extra things.
Yeah, from the
that-
training that they've been through, like purity of body and purity of mind and all that.
But all of these things are like only half measures of versions of feats that exist. So in order to do some of the later parts of those other feat things, you still have to take the original feat and eat the frickin' penalties of basically losing a class feature.
See, but then there's better ways to build it then. If that's the way Pathfinder is set up. If there's something that's going to take any kind of like hit to its natural like abilities, then that means there's another race that does it better.
And the the way I keep reading things online is that monks basically are hated by both Paizo and Wizards of the Coast.
Yeah, because the shit is broke.
No, it's broken in the wrong way at this point in time. Is the way I feel. It's not the broken overpowered. It's the broken not.
Underclassed because they had to be nerfed so hard that now they don't know how to fix them.
Which is probably why they created the Unchained Monk, where they basically fixed it, but it's not something we have access to.
Yeah, Unchained is forbidden because broke.
I don't think it's necessarily broke.
Well, I mean, at some point they get the ability to resist influential spells like sleep, confusion, dominate, things like that. Purity of mind. Then they get purity of body, which gives them immunity to diseases, poisons, all that kind of stuff. They also get lay on hands.
Purity of body is immunity to diseases.
Okay, then they nerfed it again. Good. Because that's what I'm saying, like, monks used to be, like, the epitome of the D&D character. Like, if you want to just wreck face and walk through and have, like, la fun, like, you play a monk. And I guess, I understand what you're saying, like, they went so overboard with trying to nerf them to make them, match with everything else that they nerfed them too much.
Yeah, they basically removed all of the chains and abilities, and I mean, they literally don't seem to have enough feats, in my opinion, to make a lot of the combat strategies viable anymore.
I mean, that's fair.
And to be quite honest, you have AC just as high as mine.
That
You
is
have a
That is through very specific training and taking of feats and setting myself up to be that way, because I thought I was going to be the only melee fighter for a while, so I crippled myself in other areas to be able to do that.
Well, I was under the impression that you weren't going to be doing that.
No.
That's why I went with the melee character. If I can go back to being a ranged person, I think I want to go back to trying to do trips at range.
If you would like to do that, then by all means, like, feel free to, because I hate to just, like, blatantly point it out, but your monk went down hard last night. So he's obviously not going to be very viable in frontline combat till he gains, like, one more level.
Oh, I'm aware he went down hard, but he went down hard because he attacked the wrong opponent, apparently. I was supposed to try to take on the zombie, which
I
don't
slaughtered.
know how I don't know even how I would have done anything about the damn zombie.
Yeah,
I mean,
blunt damage is what takes down zombie. Me and Devin were discussing this before it started.
No, it isn't blunt.
Not blunt, slashing.
Yeah.
Slashing takes down zombies. Piercing and blunt has no effect. Blunt takes down skeletons, but you can't hit them with your bare hands.
I would have had to use my natural attacks to take him down.
Well, what we need to do is get you knuckle dusters and, like, arm guards and shit, so that way you can avoid that kind of stuff.
Knuckle dusters?
Knuckle dusters, they're gloves with, like, lead shot in the fists.
Okay. And the other thing you mentioned?
Arm guards. They're what is it called? Like it's not a gauntlet. Is the glove and an arm guard? What do you call just the arm guard? A bracer. That's it. Yeah, we need to get you bracers.
There's lots of things I need, but there's not. I mean, bracers. If it adds armor, I can't have it.
It doesn't add armor.
Natural.
Bracers do not add armor. Only like bracers of protection and shit add armor.
Then what's
Bracers
the point of the bracers?
to stop stuff like that. If acid were to be splashed onto your forearm whenever you struck an enemy, it would hit the bracer instead.
But the problem is using an unarmed strike or a weapon on that particular opponent was going to splash acid on that particular.
Whatever you hit it
Weapon.
with. Yeah.
Yes, so
Yeah.
it wasn't necessarily that I attacked. It wasn't that. I mean, it wouldn't matter whether I had gloves or bracers on.
It would have
At
burned through
all.
the gloves, yes. But it would have
But
at least
it-
saved you from taking a little bit of damage.
No, it wouldn't, because that would mean that it had some kind of resistance on it, or it would have to have some kind of bonus to prevent that damage. Otherwise, it's just aesthetics.
See, okay, we're gonna have to talk to Brian about that then, because that's where my level of D&D and I guess everyone else's level of D&D varies, because that's the entire point of role-playing. If I am wearing something that covers my arms, I don't care if it is a piece of cow leather or a piece of steel. Even if it does not offer armor, it is still there. Whatever is going to splash onto me is going to splash onto it, not me. And this game is entirely about role-playing. So if that does not apply, then we're not role-playing anymore.
We're role playing. We're just role playing with a rule set.
There, yes, but how you can't. That's like living to a rule set. Like you breathe at 6 o'clock, then you breathe at 6:01, then you breathe at 6:02. Like no one does that. That's not real life. That's not how you roleplay.
True, but at the same point in time, acid burns through stuff in the real world too.
How powerful is this acid? If it's powerful enough to eat through leather, and like a leather
Let me
bracer.
ask you this. How do skeletons move around without muscles?
Animation. There's obviously some
Which
sort of
is-
necromancer manipulating them. That's why I told
Which
Devin, because
is-
she was wanting to
what's-
communicate with it.
What is necromancy?
We know what necromancy is. I know what necromancy is.
It's a form of magic.
Yes.
Is what I'm trying to get at. Magic does not get dictated by logic, so it's as powerful as it needs to be to eat through the gloves and bracer.
Okay,
do
so
damage.
it can eat through the leather reinforced armor, and then it
And
stops
there's
once it
the
hits your
problem.
skin.
There's the problem. Armor. Once it becomes armor, I lose my bonus as a monk.
Okay, that's what I said. We need to talk to Earl about this. We need to find out what that specifically applies to. If there is some way that we can have you have something that covers you. Because I'm sure, almost 100%, that there's some spell or another that me or Devin can put on you that'll counteract any kind of acid splashing on you, like magic armor.
I think magic armor only adds AC.
It
but
encases the user in an ethereal shell of armor,
yes,
adding 1 to
so
the
it-
AC.
Yes, it adds 1 to the AC. It does not change whether or not I would take acid splash damage.
Okay, well then we're gonna butt heads on this hard, because that's never how I've played D&D. Like that's the whole point of D&D. If you can cleverly apply a roleplay scenario to something that you want to do, then by God, for all means, you're rewarded by being able to do it. We reward creativity, not staunch it.
True. True. But at the same point in time, it has to keep the balance. Just because I want to frickin' fly at level 1 doesn't mean I should be able to fly at level 1.
Do you have wings, right?
I could.
Wait. Follow my line of reasoning here. You have wings. You're a Tengu, okay? If
No,
y-
actually, as a Tengu, you do not get wings.
Oh yeah, that's right. Your wings are your arms. Ha.
Yes.
Okay. Then no, you can't. You don't have wings. If you-
Precisely.
If you started with wings and you had taken points in fly, then I would totally say that that is a legit ability for you to at least be able to glide a couple feet.
And yes, the Tengu has the ability to get glide as one of their racials. But the point is that just because you want it doesn't mean you don't have to follow some rules to have it.
No, and I am all for that. Rules are rules, and they're not meant to be broken. But that's where role playing comes in.
Yes.
Role playing is a loophole.
I don't think role playing gets to count as a loophole.
Well, that's the way that we've always played it, and I can guarantee you, if you ask Ryan, he'll say the same thing.
Well, he's definitely been stomping in any role playing type ideas that I've come across.
Well, that's because
Yeah.
you're trying to force very specific scenarios to happen, and that is really difficult to make, like, work with the grand scheme of things. Now, if you role play something simple, like, oh, acid splashed on you, I'm wearing arm guards, like, he'd probably be like, okay, I'll let that slide. But, like, if you want to role play, like, oh, I'm a bird, therefore I can fly from this building to another building, he'd probably, we're gonna have to check that.
These sort of things have been addressed before with monks, though. Like, there is a thing called a gauntlet. It is a weapon, but you do not get to have your freaking unarmed strike damage with the gauntlet. So yes, there is a means in which I could technically have a weapon that gets used.
What about a cloth bracer?
Do you want to see?
There are bracers, but it's
I don't want to.
I was just asking.
I don't want to ruin it. Devin's at a really good part in Final Fantasy 15 right now. I don't want to see it.
Then don't look.
Yeah, I was about to say, I hear Leviathan.
Holy
I fucking hear Leviathan.
well, then hear my voice. The idea of having something that covers your arms or legs or whatever, I mean, literally, unarmed strikes could be your head for a headbutt.
Yeah?
So you basically have to have armor on to cover for all of that.
I feel like we're getting off course.
I feel like you pulled back a little.
I feel like we pulled back a little bit. Maybe it's on the count of I keep telling you to kill yourself repeatedly. but it's Bo Burnham. but it's totes the Bo Burnham.
Oh my god, it's tired.
But I mean, and like I said before, it's entirely up to you what you want to do. I'm just trying to offer suggestions and, the other people that you could talk to, maybe to get input, because, it never hurts to have, like, outside info. But, again.
Oh, I'm
all.
looking for resources and whatnot. And I'm not against others' input, but that they're just. I got damaged because I touched an enemy that puts out damage on melee weapons.
Yeah, but you also didn't even try to roleplay it off. Like, you want me to let you know? I'm going to just tell you, because you're going to do that thing, or you're going to tell me anyway. But, using my own joke against me. But,
It's not your own.
whatever. I use it a lot, so I call it my own. But, what I would have done in your situation is whenever he said, you strike the enemy and acid splashes onto your arm and you take damage. Yeah, I ruffle my feathers and molt those feathers. You better give me a fucking roll for that. I better hear a D20 hit the table.
I'm an elf. I can't move.
Yeah, I just said immediately, I molt those feathers in panic. Birds molt in panic all the time. That's immediately what I thought whenever you got hit by the acid, is he should molt his feathers. I mean, and again, you know, that's just what I would have
That's the
done.
same as saying I'm going to take off my skin.
No, that's not true. Tengus do not have, the feathers are not their skin. It is the same thing as birds. They can molt, preen, all that stuff.
If I wasn't a Tengu, the then what? Huh?
But that's role playing though. That you're playing your role. You're a bird. You got to learn how to play to the bird. That's why whenever, you know, the fucking Javier threw the shinies, and I was like, I resist the urge to jump up and grab them. I'm a cat. Like, it's just, you know, it's getting inside the head of your character, which I've been trying to teach Devin how to do. I mean, and, you know, granted, I'm not as grounded in reality as most people are, and that's as much as I'm going to expand on that. But, so, it's maybe a little bit easier for me to get inside the head of a fantasy character than most. But, yeah, that's the way I do it. Like, I've got an entire, like, world that these people live in and everything, like, all built within my head. Like,
I do too, but Earl doesn't seem to want to embrace that either.
well, he's reading out of a book. To us, this is all real. Like, that's the big thing about, you know, running a pre-organized campaign, is like, he's just reading out of a book. This is all, like, as fucking real as it gets for us.
In any case, point is that
Yeah, I got off on
Lexa
my own
says
tangent.
that he has an issue with the stream. Gwynts won't shut up.
Oh. Hold on. Let me just... fuck, I forgot about Lychus. I was supposed to put his mail bomb in the mail like 3 weeks ago. Hold on, Lychee. There's a small package filled with sodium chloride and a lining of sodium pentothal. It's on your way. Should be there within the week. Just, if you see anything that's in a brown package, might look suspicious, open it very close to your face. Might even be able to smell the tetrahydrazine. A little bit of boring in there just to be safe.
Are you still there, Lychee?
For anybody wondering, I was a chemical specialist as a secondary subclass in the military. That's the reason I know all the chemicals. I'm not a terrorist. I've added gallium to your hot water heater. I put bleach in your air conditioning unit. Have fun with that chlorine gas. Mwahaha. Give it some time to break down the metals. I was about to say, I'm gonna be drinking the pipes. Chemistry is so much fun. The things that you can do with chemistry. Sorry, man. Just let me introduce a little bit of bismuth directly to your water supply. You will be tripping balls before you rip your face off.
Hey, Lychee, can you join me in the general room?
Lychee. Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, I'll be drinking the pipes. But, Lychee, if you can join Cog in the, general room or the, wherever else, real quick. He has some, questions he may want to run by you or get some personal input.
Not, that's okay. Just let me know.
Well, today's Sunday. I don't know if he works today.
He does.
No, I meant, but yeah, he's on the schedule, and I know he hasn't responded to you, but I don't know if Light just works on the weekends. Sure, but I know that we said that we were going to swap over to another server, but I'm having so much fun. I don't want to now. And I know that this is all going to be gone within, like, 2-3 days, but you and Devin going to throw down? Dude, Devin will whip your ass.
He spelled my name wrong.
Also, it's Devyn. Yeah. See, Devin has an advantage, and it might sound perverted, but like she could literally like hold your arms and legs down with her hands and feet, and then smother you with her chest, like, and there'd be no way out of it because you can't fight back. I literally fear that every once in a while. I mean, how else do you fight that besides, like, just go bucking Bronco and start flailing about? Shut up, dumb. It's cool. You can discuss it in here, dude.
Well, there we go.
So,
Yeah, but I don't necessarily want you interrupting and deciding to just frickin' pull things out of your ass again.
No, I was just thinking that, and I was just thinking, oh, that's why he left, because he doesn't want me to commentate. And I won't.
When you deal with James a lot, you get used to him pulling things out of his ass.
Light you.
So
That was, man, we talked about that. I'm just fucking with Lightjes.
So I wanted to know if there's any way for me to use skills in order to add to an attack roll.
Like a,
Like acrobatics to increase an attack roll for a monk.
well, primarily acrobatics are going to be.
You cut off there.
Yeah, we lost you.
How about now?
Yep.
Can you hear me?
So, primarily acrobatics would be used to get into a flanking position, which would add to your attack roll.
Yeah.
A lot of using skills in combat is going to be a matter of
Well, I was kind of just hoping that there might be some hidden feat that I hadn't seen yet that would allow me to use the skills as an attack roll or something along those lines.
not so much in Pathfinder.
And
In
I kind of
3.5
figured that
and
answer.
with like third-party material, probably, but no, most of your combat application of skills is gonna be indirect, like knowledge skills to know what to do against a monster, or acrobatics to get into position.
figured that'd be about the answer of it.
I think there are some very niche applications, but I don't think Monk has that as an option. There are some monk styles that you could take that utilize skills in combat. Um,
Bless you,
Snake style. Snake style has it's the second feat in the snake style chain allows you to use sense motive to nullify an attack every round.
I think your information is outdated. Snake Sidewind. You gain +4 bonus to CMD against trip combat maneuvers and acrobatics checks
Listen to that typing check.
to avoid being knocked prone. Whenever you score a critical threat, with your unarmed, you can make a sense motive check in place of the attack roll to confirm the crit hit. When you score a crit hit with your unarmed strike, you can spend an immediate action to take a 5-foot step, even if you have otherwise moved this round.
Yeah, it's just the first in the chain, just normal snake style. It allows you to use your sense motive check as an immediate action to replace your AC or touch AC with your sense motive check. So you don't even need the second in the chain.
Where in the hell are all the stones at? Shit.
There's a few of them that sneak in there.
That is actually somewhat useful. I mean, if my sense motive check gets up there, because I mean, my AC currently is at 17 since I don't have that stupid ass frickin' penalty on me anymore. But when it becomes a sense motive check, that's I want to say +9 right now.
Yeah, and since motive and wisdom are part of the base monk kit, it's pretty easy to get a pretty good sense motive score.
Actually, my sense motive is only 4.
Well, you guys are only what, like level 4?
Level 1.
Level 2 now.
2. I need
Okay.
to level up yet.
Me neither. Can
But
I ask?
it is one.
I-
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask one question. Because Lychus might know this, and I wanted to ask him while he was here. Is there a spell like Cat's Grace that adds to sense motive?
No.
Damn. Okay.
Not like Cat's Grace. I think there's spells that add bonuses to skills, but
If I recall correctly, Cat's Grace is basically a dexterity +2.
Yeah, and then
Yeah.
there's Eagle Eye and Bull's Fervor and all that.
There's one for wisdom. There's a spell for wisdom.
that's true. Yeah, there
Owls-
is one for
yeah,
wisdom.
the owl
Owls.
one.
Yeah,
Okay, so
which would indirectly buff sense motive. Yeah.
okay, so yeah, we can get Devin to take that spell because she can be more of a spell slinger at that point. Okay, that's what I needed to
Well,
know.
wisdom would also add to the monk's base AC as well.
Okay, good. So okay, that's what I needed to know. So how to help Cog.
Like if you wanted to go all into the snake style, there's more than a few things you can take to.
Now,
Make
I don't
sense
think the
motive.
rest of the snake style is all that useful. I mean, the taking if they miss, you get to take an attack of opportunity as an immediate action. That means you only get one. Because an immediate action is the same as a swift action, and if you use an
A swift
immediate
action on
action,
your next turn.
yeah, it eats that swift action from your next turn.
Are you talking for snake sidewind?
For Snake Fang, and the Snake
Oh no, the
Sidewind
immediate
is
action is to make a second attack.
Mm-hmm.
Snake Fang if your opponent misses you, you make an attack of opportunity as an immediate action. An
Maybe we're
immediate
reading
action.
something else.
An immediate action is essentially the same as swift action, except for it can happen on pretty much any point in time.
See, I'm reading Snake Fang. When using Snake Style, when an opponent's attack misses you, you can make an unarmed strike against that opponent as an attack of opportunity. If this attack of opportunity hits, you can then spend an immediate action to make another unarmed strike
That's-
against the same opponent.
Yeah, that's the same one that I had read.
Okay. That I've looked at that, and yes, you're correct on that. I was looking at the quick version on the style.
Oh, okay, yeah. Some of those
Yeah.
are misleading.
Yeah, that it is quite a bit misleading. So, yes, Snake Fang would actually be more useful.
Especially if you, I mean, you do need to get combat reflexes anyways. So
Yes, I do.
We're all gonna need combat reflexes, except for like Devin.
see, every time I play or I build a monk, I have yet to have an opportunity to actually play a monk as long as I'd like. But Snake Style monk is definitely up there on my list of monks that I would like to play. Just for having free access to piercing damage with your unarmed strikes, I feel is a
It's
pretty
incredible.
significant change. I like Snake Style. I like
There relax.
Panther Style, but Panther Style is a little harder to build a complete.
That's the one that I was looking at as my second style with jabbing style.
Panther Style's awesome.
Squints
Yeah.
a doodle.
You basically go and try to provoke attacks of opportunity in order to take attacks of opportunity,
And then eventually you can strike
Right.
first before they attack you.
but they don't count as attacks of opportunity. Combine that with the snake style, and you basically get 2 attacks of opportunity. Should they miss?
I just dropped my furnace somewhere out here in my farm, didn't I? God damn it! Okay, there it is. Found it.
So. Yeah, that's. But that first part on the snake style is definitely
I did build a monk around Snapping Turtle Style once. That was pretty cool.
I suppose
other-
I should look at the full text.
Alright, everybody, give me 2 seconds and I will return. I gotta go take a quick bio break and we'll be back at it with more Rustification. See y'all shortly.
And D&D. Or Pathfinder, rather.
Crane Style's pretty cool, but they I remember they did something to change Crane Wing, so it's not as good as it used to be.
Um,
But it's
for
still
some
pretty
odd
good.
reason, I can't get that page to come up. But
Well, Crane Style is all about fighting defensively. You get less penalties for fighting defensively. You get more bonuses for taking total defense. And then Crane Wing, whenever you take a total defense, you can just block a single melee attack that would normally hit you.
and then the repos allows you to take one more attack of opportunity again.
Yep.
We're back, everybody. Welcome back. I hope y'all had a good, like, 20-second break.
I still like the idea of doing the jabbing style as well, but the problem is I just don't hit it often enough to make use of it.
Oh, what kind of monk are you? Master of Many Styles?
Yeah,
You picked a good monk.
it got nerfed.
Every
It
month
did,
got
but
nerfed.
it only got nerfed for people that dip into Monk of Many Styles versus people that stay Monk of Many Styles.
Ha!
It's worse for people that took 2 levels of monk to just get fused style.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
Yeah, you can just go ahead and stick your dick in your mouth there.
I know. I'm sorry. That was rude of me.
Because that's precisely part of the problem, though, is that the other part of how they frickin' errata that is that when you start getting to take those, you can't take the later on feats without having to meet the things. So you still have to go back and take those other feats in order to get the second and third tier parts. So you don't have to meet the prerequisite feats, but starting at 6th level, a Master of Many Styles can choose to instead gain a wildcard style slot. Whenever he enters one or more styles, he can spend his wildcard style slots to gain feats in those style feat paths as long as he meets the prerequisites. So things like the jabbing style, jabbing dancer requires dodge. So if I haven't taken dodge at that point, I don't get it. If I don't have a Monk 5, Brawler 5, or Fab of 9, I don't get to use it. Let's use Panther Claw is actually easier because it's Wisdom 15 Panther style. So I could use it for that, but for some of these more advanced types, you like the Snake Sidewinder, actually pretty easy as well because of Acrobatics 3 ranks, Sense Motive 6 ranks.
Oh fuck! It's a stone.
Yeah, it locks you out of some of the more niche styles.
Yes, it locks you to more of what the original styles were. Right? Because like Snake and Panther are from original, whereas jabbing something one of the other books added, whatever, advanced class guide.
Jabbing just has dodge, mobility, and power attack. You're gonna get power attack because why wouldn't you? And
Because I don't see a reason to get power attack.
No! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me! Don't shoot me!
I am tired of having people tell me that I have to take power attack. It doesn't make sense to me.
because it's bonus damage.
Friendly.
I have to hit first. That's my problem.
Well, I mean, you're level 1, level 2. You're not really going to be hitting that much then, but towards the later levels when power attack's only like a -3 and it adds 6 flat damage onto every hit, it makes a pretty significant difference.
Yeah.
Early
Jesus.
on, yeah, it's not always the best to be using power attack, but later on,
And
it's...
I have to find a way to get 3 points of strength to take power attack.
Why are you a monk without strength?
Because it's a dex build. Dex and
Oh.
wisdom.
Where's your damage coming from?
I'm still working on fixing that, but the jabbing
Okay.
style adds a 1d6 if I can hit more than once.
I mean, throwing dice at the damage helps, but static numbers are always going to be superior.
I don't know. 1d6 averages 3. I know the power attack will run it out eventually, but
I mean, power attack also adds on top of the strength that you would have in the first place. I mean, you could do a dex monk, I just think it's kind of a trap.
Now,
It will likely get better. Dex Monk will work, but you're gonna need a pretty significant magic item and
Heirloom.
investment later on.
yeah,
Earl's-
and that's why I keep harping on Earl for the heirlooms, but he doesn't want to give them to us now.
I already got
It's
mine.
like,
His
yes,
yours is.
because your character so needed fucking buffing.
That's because he's. I don't
He's a chump.
know. I don't know how to explain it without sounding pompous because I didn't do it on purpose.
All right, well, I'm going back to work.
Have fun.
Plus, mine is something that has to be done over time, so. Lord knows how long it's going to take for me to actually get the bonus. Ow, rads. Ow, ow, ow! Well, I hope that was at least helpful to Cog. I don't know if he's still here or not.
He is.
Alright.
Agreed.
He's not pleased about it either.
Hey, I kept my mouth shut on parts that was trying to help you. And it didn't even have to do with your character. I was trying to find ways for our characters to help you.
I'm not salty about what you've said. Just that, like, Earl basically said no, he's not going to give out heirloom items, and you're saying that he did.
I know what mine is because I've played D&D hundreds of times before. That's not Earl's
And
fault.
this is a Pathfinder game, and he didn't give you an heirloom then.
I know what the Tome of Sarenrae is. I read the PDF that he sent us.
Okay. Then, yeah, he probably did give you one, which is redonkulously annoying to me then.
You know how many
Because
times?
he basically said that he wasn't doing that.
You know how many times
So-
I'm gonna have to sleep to be able to make use of that?
I have no clue. And
I'm an-
I
It's gonna be about 10 times.
10 times. We've been averaging.
One sleep a campaign. It'll be 10 campaigns before I get my boost. He gave me mine early because he's gonna make me work for it. He's gonna spoon feed the rest of y'all more than likely.
Certainly doesn't seem like it.
Well, he's doing the thing that all good DMs do. He's making the people who know how to play D&D and who have a lot of experience with it work harder for their bonuses.
Certainly feels the opposite to me. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. You're actually starting to annoy me about it.
Alright, I'll just stop it. Just won't say nothing. I just want you to have fun. Damn it. Ran out of fucking stone again. Never gonna get this goddamn door built. Let's see, that should be enough to get most of this shit done. I wouldn't doubt that either, Lychus. I would not doubt that either. That sounds exactly like something he would do. Kill the person who knows the plan the best. I actually kind of saw that coming. I figured he'd eventually pit us all against each other.
I don't think that's what it is either. I think it was simply easier for him to give you that particular item.
Well, I mean, to be fair, finding
Whereas
a...
my character isn't exactly like anything cheap can be given to a monk.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
literally have to have the...
Yeah, it's gonna be like some holy symbol of your order or something like that. I don't suppose you want to tell me what god you worship.
I don't have one because Tengus don't tend to keep one.
Oh, actually, yeah, you're right about that. I forgot about that.
Which is part of the reason why I can't take favored weapon to get bonuses.
Oh shit, that's true. And Devin gave up her favored weapon bonus to be arcane. You can talk, you don't have to whisper. People behind me whispering.
But I talked with Earl last time after the game, and he basically told me that he was intending to have you spend your time on that acid skeleton. I was supposed to be made busy by the zombie, and or run down there and get my ass killed because I rush forward all the time.
Well, again, you're gonna be mad at me. I accept it. I know I'm an asshole, but sounds to me like that's Earl's fault for horrible planning. He knows me better than that. He knows I wouldn't rush in as a cleric.
No, I was supposed to rush in and get my ass killed.
And he knows that I wouldn't let you die because I have enough experience in those kind of departments. Like,
Yeah.
again, that was bad planning altogether.
But you were supposed to be kept busy by the acid skeleton.
Yeah, but we have a Kathos.
Not me. Not me. And Kathos was supposed to be kept busy by the blood skeleton. The
Well-
other two skeletons were meant for the other two.
Well, the zombie died in like 2.5 channels. So if he bumped that up, I hate to see what his next bump up is going to be.
He didn't bump up the zombie. The
Okay.
zombie was supposed to be the most,
Prominent enemy.
yeah, in the original.
Yeah,
The
and
other two skeletons were upgraded in order to upgrade the challenge.
I shouldn't. Okay. No, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. I was gonna say I'll just start watering down my play, but I'm not gonna do that because That's just gonna make it boring, and that's just like you know. I feel like I feel
I'm
like
not complaining about your play, other than the fact that Kathos doesn't seem to have any strategic mind at all.
he doesn't. We can talk about that out of character if you want. Like, he doesn't. You know what his strategic mindset is? Kyrie good. Kyrie stay alive. Protect Kyrie. Everyone else does not matter.
I understand that concept, but yeah.
I know. I understand. He doesn't even care about me. And I've been playing that to the letter that he does not care about me. He only
That's
cares
the-
about
That's
Kyrie.
also part of the problem. You shouldn't be playing her Edelon.
Then she is going to be at a massive disadvantage because she has limited D&D experience and she doesn't really like to do anything but combat. She doesn't like to do the whole roleplay thing. She likes to fight.
Okay, but that's part of fighting.
I'm doing the best I can with the tools that were supplied to me,
Okay.
just like everybody else. Devin wants to do a very specific thing, so I'm responsible for the rest of the things that she doesn't want to do. Like, I
Fine,
can't
I'm
help
fine.
that.
But I'm not complaining about the gameplay of the. I my issue is actually with my character and not being able to hit, and that's what I was looking for solutions to.
Well, I hope life just was able to help you because apparently all I do is piss you off. Which again, I apologize for. That was not my intention.
You cut out, so I only got part of that.
I said I hope Lychus was able to help you in that department, as apparently I was not able to. All I did was piss you off, which again I apologize for. That was not my intention. I understand that I am a very brash, blunt person, and that, you know, that's, you know, offensive, and I apologize for that. Devin calls me on it all the time. She keeps me humble.
Lychee, you're saying it's Eidolon?
No, Lychus. L smash keyboard.
Yes, I know. He said you keep pronouncing Eidolon wrong.
Oh, Eidolon? Eidolon? IE is I. It's
Why I was
IEDOLON.
trying to remove the strength part. Idolin.
Eidolon? Eidolon works as well. But yeah. Either way. No, it's Dolan. Like, you know, Dolan Duck. Get your shit together, Lychus. It's not Lin, it's Lon. There's L-O-N, not L-I-N. Eidolon. It even gives you a phonetic pronunciation on the webpage. I'm just doing it as best as I can. Like, I'm sorry. I know. I'm not an English major. The problem with removing the strength part is that it gimps your early game pretty bad. It makes you really defensive, which is nice.
Well, being that I'm in the front all the time, it is kind of requirement for me.
Yeah, and we have damage. I mean, you know, we've got a decent amount of damage. It's not, you know, nothing to be proud of, but
I don't see where it has the phonetics for it.
really?
Really?
Well, I must be like totally tripping then. I was wrong.
Maybe it's on the actual summoner class.
I could have sworn it broke it down phonetically for you. I may just be tripping. I may have accidentally like went to Wiki and saw it there or something like that. I don't know. Being that Monk spends a lot of feats on Monk-specific feats, weapon finesse adds an unnecessary tax.
Yeah, but losing 1 AC is a tax in itself. Especially against the rolls of Earl versus my miss rolls of pretty much constant.
Yeah, good God, was Earl fucking hitting those 20s, huh? If only-
I really have a problem with the frequency of how those occur.
You know
I
what
got-
it's, you know what it's based
got-
on, right?
I have not looked into it, so no.
It's based on the millisecond. Whatever the millisecond
Great.
at is what it's gonna roll to. Yeah, people have actually figured out how to manipulate it to get like 20s.
Unrogue. We can't touch Unchained.
Yeah, no Unchained. No Unchained, no Draconic, no none of that. We are barred away from it. Devin couldn't even take Draconic Bloodline. Or Unchained Summoner. Couldn't even take Unchained Summoner. Because Earl doesn't want to have to deal with it. You know what Unchained gets to at a certain point for specific classes? Base Rogue is bad unless you build him into like a fucking stealth machine.
It's still bad.
Well, I mean, yeah, but you know, I mean, come on, shit. Every class is bad.
Well,
The only class that's really any good is fucking Archer. So, like, all of you can kiss my ass.
yeah, and
Archer's all about it, man. I can eventually get to the point where I can get a +6 to my attack. By master specialization in a fucking bow. Get out of here. Rogue doesn't know better than anyone else. The only thing Rogue can do better than any other class is disarm magic traps. That is true. That's different though, Lychee. That depends on who your DM is. Because when I DM, if you're a rogue and you disarm a trap, you get experience for it. If you're a cleric or a mage and you cast the spell disarm trap, you don't get shit for that. Because you didn't do what a spell did. So, just saying. Rogues
yeah,
come
our
in
party
useful.
doesn't really have magic. A trap dealer at this point, but
Well, you do now. I'm level 2.
yeah, but not anybody can deal with a magic trap.
Well, and I also can't get rid of the trap. I can find it, though. rogues do it no better than anyone else. That is true. I remember back in the days of like advanced D&D where rogues could actually like pick up traps and reset them and shit like that. Like, oh man. I miss those days. I miss AD&D days. Yeah. Setting down like a time stop fucking trap. Oh, man. Those were the days. You've triggered my trap card. Going fucking Kaiba all over you.
Yeah, but in order to get that sneak attack damage, you have to be flanking, and I get very little chance to be flanking. Well, I was thinking of taking levels in fighter so that I could get more feats to deal with being able to use some of my natural attacks more, because I don't feel like I'm getting enough feats in the monk class as a master of styles.
Alright, everybody, we're at the 2-hour mark. I'm going to be taking me a quick little bio break, get me a drink, snack, refill my cup so that we can continue our drunken gaming. And I will be back momentarily, and then we'll continue to discuss all of this delicious D&D. I heard you cog, but I really gotta go to the bathroom. We'll be right back. Alright, everybody, we back. Alright, Cog, recap me real quick about what you were saying.
Just saying that I don't recall.
Something about melee attacks in your class.
Oh, I was feeling like Monk doesn't get enough feats, so I was thinking about jumping over to Fighter to gain some more feats.
I mean, I'll support whatever you want to do.
That'd be the first time.
I mean, I just like to help, and I understand that everybody interprets, you know, helping as trying to tell people what to do, and that's not what I'm trying to do, so whatever you want to do.
Yeah, and I'm trying to figure that out. But knowing to look a little bit deeper on the snake style was quite helpful.
Okay, I'm glad he could help you out. I was about to say, we're all just here for input. Whatever the hell you want to do is ultimately up to you. We're just here for input. Don't shoot me! I hear somebody moving around. Please don't shoot me. It was the wolf.
Yeah, I kind of figured that out.
Well, I saw somebody run by a little bit ago, and I said, "I'm friendly, don't shoot," and they ran like the opposite direction, so they must have not had a gun. I'm kind of at a problem, though. I can't find stone, like, anywhere. If only I had a teammate of some sort. Just fucking with you.
And I am unaffected by it.
As well you should be. You should be used to it by now.
Yeah.
I've got corn, pumpkins, and hemp all growing.
I'm not quite understanding what Lychee is saying there.
Oh, I can't even see it.
I tend to be a little bit more...
Forceful about
Forceful.
mechanical input, but only because I have more system knowledge than others. Hut up, Squints. Hut P, Squints.
Squints, not squints. He missed an S.
What he means is that we are all a little bit, you know, inputtive whenever it comes to D&D, but he's a bit more inputtive whenever it comes to mechanical input. But only because he has more system knowledge than others. Do you not get that? Do I have to spell it out?
I understand that now.
Okay.
He just means that he has more to offer on the
Yeah.
for the input.
Yeah. No, not what? I don't know if you're using innuendo now.
No,
Bless
I
you.
wasn't.
Yeah, that's what that was innuendo. Yeah. I tend to be a bit more forceful with the mechanical input, but only because I tend to have more system knowledge than others. Penis and vaginas. To like Coke
It's
and
like I'm
Pepsi.
constantly with the frickin' bard. No matter what happens.
Well, yeah. I strongly prefer one, but you also did the joke wrong, but
That's what he said.
oh, well, if you were adding to what I said, yeah. I thought you were going to write out the whole joke.
I was writing it.
It's kind of like penises.
Because you talked before I could finish.
Dicks and vagina jokes are like Coke and Pepsi. There you go.
Thanks for spelling that out.
You're welcome, Cog. That's what I'm here for.
Yeah, that was kind of what I was thinking as well, was going for 2 of them and then moving on to fighter so that I could get more feats, but I wanted to maintain the unarmed, so I needed monastic, legacy, and that basically allows you to use half your levels in other classes for the level progression on your monk damage. I'll take a look at that since it's not that far to get to that. But pummeling puts all of the damage in one thing, and then dragon style. If your strength bonus, you get to add that to the damage roll for your first unarmed strike on a given round. Okay. Adding damage and compiling it for the purpose of getting past the DR makes sense. But I imagine that the real bonuses for those come in that the second dragon style gives you 1.5 strength bonus again. So you get basically triple on your first. It says to a total of double your strength bonus on your first attack and 1.5 on other attacks. So that one's pretty decent.
Like to see you at work?
Yeah, he is.
No, get the fuck out with your One Punch Man bullshit. Saitama's a piece of shit.
Well, the way the pummeling works is that it takes all of the damage from all of the punches and puts it on in as one set of damage.
Yeah,
The
so
idea is
I'm
to
just real
get past.
stupid.
It's to get past the damage reduction of anything, regardless of what it is.
Just hunting a deer, don't kill me.
But it's flavored as a as you striking once. with all of the might of all your attacks.
Yeah, so you go Super Saiyan. I get it.
So you do One Punch Man type style, is what he was saying. Which is not bad. I don't think the third piece of Dragon style is all that important to that build. I mean, it could be useful, but I don't think it'd be all that important. Getting a free trip from the pummeling second, yeah, it's okay. There's other ways to get it. The third part, where you get to charge and make a full attack, does combine well with the ability to charge with the dragon, but you don't have to charge in order to use Dragon's ability.
Fucking sick. You wanna go down?
Well, I mean, he's already blind. It's not like he's not going to be able to see.
As for the snake style and crane style is kind of a weird one to me. It doesn't.
Now you just like can't see.
You take -2 penalty on attack rolls for fighting defensively while using this style fighting defensively or using total defense action. You gain an additional 1 bonus dodge. So you gain a little bit of dodge in order to miss, which I'm doing plenty of already.
Stumbling and falling and prompt of catching.
At least he's got badass glasses now.
Yeah, be sure not to leave him behind. See, now I gotta fucking take care of
And
him.
using your sense motive check to as your AC is
This way,
kind of good, but
this way.
it really depends on you pushing the sense motive up as high as possible.
Which we can help you with that. Also, we just lost Lychus.
Yeah,
Said
he's on mute.
Yeah, he had to mute for calls.
I didn't even know he was in the room still.
Well, no, he's putting the stream on mute
Ah,
because he's got calls.
yeah.
He's in IT service technician. So you call him, yeah, you call him and he tells you to turn it off and on again.
That's a very nice way of putting his job into menial task.
He's literally told me that's what he does.
Well, that's kind of what I do, except for I do it for the installers of the cable company. But,
Actually, what Lychus's definition of it was is that what happens is you call, right, and you get the person who says, "Have you tried turning it off and on again?" And you're like, "Yes, I've done that." And then they send you to the next person, and the next person says, "Have you tried forcing a reboot of your IP address to your to your TCP and UDP connections?" And you're like, "Yes, I've done that." And then they send you to Lychus, who is like, "Have you contacted your ISP and asked them to do a full reboot from the system?" He's basically the last line of defense, you know, before you have to call your ISP and be like, "Why isn't my shit working?"
So, you've called him, huh?
No, he just gave me a broke down. 'Cause
I'm just pushing buttons.
Yeah,
That's all.
I'm just a very curious person whenever it comes to stuff like that. Because I'm always like, what do you really do? And that was the answer that he gave me. Alright everybody, we almost have a nice base rocking again. Let's put a key code lock on our front door and then we will actually have a secure base. Yeah, but missing a lot won't really matter late game because you'll be able to make up for it. But I'm not gonna talk. I'm sorry.
No, no, you're allowed to talk. It's your stream. But missing a lot at this point is annoying.
I understand that it's annoying, but it's not necessarily critical yet because, you know, you've got people to help you out. Now, once it becomes critical and we're relying on the monk to hit because you're pretty much our only mainline fighter, if you miss then it'll be a problem.
Yes, and it's already a problem as I can see it because I'm missing so much that I'm only really acting as a giant obstacle,
I mean, I get what you're saying.
and that's not what I want to play as.
Skin Trader PL, what's up, buddy? If you'd like to join this server and you would like to raid my base, you just saw my code. I don't care. Sorry for the overlapping D&D talk, by the way. We play Pathfinder every Friday night, so if you'd like to catch it, you're more than welcome to. Also, that's a pretty cool name.
Bab is the other reason that I wanted to go for a fighter.
I mean, if I were you, I'd be in Alabama right now.
Ah. You'd also not be dating Devin, so
But
you can make your choice there.
I'm just saying, like, if I was...
I recommend you be very careful with this choice because she can hear you.
Cog's like, because I'll be over there in a heartbeat. But, I was going to say, like, you know, if it was entirely up to me and I wanted to go the choice of the guy who can kill stuff with the things, I would go straight fighter. But, you know, that's my opinion. Because they do work and they don't stop until the healer dies.
And that's part of the reason why I wanted the wisdom AC bonus. I wanted the unarmed fighting bonus. But I those things, in order to maintain them, as far as the keeping the unarmed strike progression, you have to either get items, which I plan to do anyway, or you have to take that monastic legacy, which isn't so bad. Yeah, and I was I don't know if you can hear me at this point.
I don't think he can either. You might have to type it. Bless you, hon. I can't believe Rust has been working this well for me. This is incredible. Thoroughly satisfied. Don't look the best, like I said before, but it fucking works. So happy.
Yeah, I expected that it was just fighter that got those dual points right at the beginning there.
Yep.
I wouldn't mind if
Unfortunately.
there was one where it was like every like every other one, kind of the way the fighter progresses on the rest of them. You know, I wasn't thinking about returning to the monk after that point, because going with the monastic legacy allows me not to have to stay in there. I'm expecting Lychee to throw a giant butt here. They're just gonna be ginormous cheeks. I mean, grumble, grumble, grumble. Just so that there's no real silence going on.
Gramble. Gramble,
Harumph,
gramble.
harumph, harumph.
so much D&D. Talking to people in random fucking Rust server about my stream. I welcome people to come stream snipe me. I view it as a challenge. I mean, what can they really do besides destroy my base that 100,000 other people wouldn't do at the blink of an eye? Some meat on us. Need a lot of fragments. I need to make another furnace.
Guess that's why you buy cup noodles. It's either that or this.
Ugh.
Stocked up on
Yeah, so I'm gonna buy fucking cup noodles.
I ate the one I had because he wanted me to do it as a quest. Everybody's so mad at each other. It's so annoying.
They're just salty. They'll get over it.
Won't even sit in the same circle as them. He
They're-
went and sat on the ice chest.
They're best friends.
I
They'll get
know,
over it.
but they're being fucking babies right now. All of them. Prompto is just, the kind of quiet one. Like, it's just like, I really wish they would stop. And he's still trying to, like, I took pictures today. Do you want to see
No, get the fuck. Stop talking to me. I hate you now.
And Ignis can't cook right now. Send her stuff. I don't like this. I'm gonna go back.
Hello? It's Dominicus. Hello? If you need anything, I'm more than willing to offer. Hello? You don't have to hide.
It's like kids.
Yeah, you can kill me if you like. It's okay. I just like building. If you need food or anything, if you can hear me, if you're hiding behind one of these rocks or something, I have food all over the place. Just grab you some. Or, like, I can put a chest outside if you need materials or anything. Just, you don't have to hide. I'm literally the last person you gotta worry about on the server. Yeah, but I've literally been talking about how I really don't care about this game the entire time. Like, the guy who raided me, he finally spoke up and told me that he was the one who raided me. He was like, we were trying to raid the people who raid us. We found your base. It was really big. We thought it was them. We raided you. And he was like, then we found your body and saw that it said Dominicus, and we knew that it wasn't who raided us, so we just took what we needed and left. And I was like, that's fine. You left everything else. Thank you. Alright, everybody, if you'll excuse me for one moment, I gotta take another quick bio break, and then we'll be back at our fortification. See y'all momentarily. We're back to fucking Cog's wall of text.
You love it. You want more of it.
Oh shit, that's gonna be wild. a decent little base going now.
Why am I getting a sleeping bag in there?
Oh, you were watching?
Yeah.
Just in case. God, why am I getting a sleeping bag? Hey, that means the stream's working. Glad to know that I finally found a setting that seems to work properly. You don't want to go cleric. Earl has set me up to be cleric extraordinaire.
I recognize your cleric.
Why you gotta be the smartass? Why you gotta make me want to reach through the screen and like archer slap you?
I want to know why domains are so important.
Because domains give you access to things that you wouldn't normally have access to unless you were holy, and it's for fucking free.
Well, there's something else that I'd like that requires the channeling, so I was already considering it. Where is it? Guided Hand, I think it's called. Yep, it requires a channel energy class feature, channel smite, and proficient with deity's favored weapon.
Ah. I know what you're looking at.
Your deity's favored weapon, you can use your wisdom modifier instead of strength or dex modifier on attack rolls.
Yeah, I know what you're looking at. Wow, that's an enormous base over there. Look at the size of that. Jesus. People have a lot of time on their hands, man.
Yeah, that's the other thing about that game, is that you could spend an enormous amount of time like that on the game.
Not even enormous, an inordinate amount of time.
And then still lose it to fucking landmines and shit.
Well, they C4'd open my walls, put a landmine underneath me to kill me, just, you know, so that it would say I was killed by a landmine when I woke up. I get the theatrics. I mean, like I said, you know, I lost 12 hours of gameplay. I've already rebuilt a whole base, got a bunch of resources. I've got people interested in, like, trying to team up with me and shit. Like, I'm not really worried about it. Shit happens. Plus, it's a video game. There are thousands of things that I have to worry about that are far more pressing than video games.
Oh, the.
Uh-oh. I may have gotten lost. Nope, I know where I'm at. Bless you, hon. There should be my base down there. Yes. Fucking found it.
So, about that ice cream sandwich you never responded.
Oh, I forgot, honey.
Did you and split?
No, baby, that was yours. I got that just for you. Yeah. Yeah, that was just for you. That's just because she wants more food. I'm gonna die.
Please stop following me. I'm about to cave in.
Don't give her the wet food. She'll be fine. She's a silly little baby kitty.
She literally won't touch it. Like, it hasn't, there's not a hole in it, there's not a dent in her bowl. Like, it's the same amount since that you gave her this morning.
I guarantee she'll start eating it whenever there's nothing else.
She started eating off the floor yesterday. And she, like, fought. Jesus, Cog. We just took over the stream. Or the chat for D&D.
Yeah. Cog's going hard.
Cog's always hard. I mean,
Whoa. Whoa, dog.
hey, yep. Part of the problem is you got a character without a shirt on.
Cog,
So the stream's gone anyway.
Cog said he's always hard. I don't know, dude. That Squints is eating ice cream.
She's not. She's sniffing it. She hasn't tried it yet. She's just sniffing it. She looks like she wants to try it, but music you. What do you want?
She's like, whatever you got.
I tried. You didn't want it. You want the paper? Is that what you want? You want the paper?
So we're helping out this new clan now. We're gonna see where this leads us. Because it's better to be with a group than on my own. right now, love. I'm all I've got. Yeah, I can't fake cry. Doesn't work.
Yeah, and it doesn't affect COG anyway.
Fuck you, Cog.
Yeah, still not affecting.
Oh, did someone hear a mosquito talk? Good old Cog. Mashing my cynicism line for line.
I get lots of practice with it at work, so
Fair enough. Work does give lots of practice for good old
no,
fashioned cynicism.
it's real practice. Like, but there's the head of security works in the same area, and by head of security I mean they do security installs, and the guy in charge of the people who actually do the installs sits in the same area. His scheduler called him a secretary. He doesn't like that.
And then I would call him that all the time.
Yeah, we've almost gone out to the parking lot once or twice already.
Good. I'm sure you could probably whip his ass anyway.
Hey, he's a bit bigger than me.
That don't mean he can whip your ass. I am one of
No.
the smallest people you'll ever meet. And I guarantee I
I'm-
can still take down many a people.
I'm just saying that he may get an advantage on me there.
Well, he might get 1 or 2 or 5 in, but you'll probably come out on top.
I'd certainly try to.
5 rules of fighting. Go for the eyes, knees, or throat.
So, yeah, I had a pen in my hand the last time. I was like, come on, just
Give me a reason.
yes, finish talking so I can get the fuck away from you. Because otherwise, this is going in your jugular.
Yeah, otherwise this is gonna end badly for you.
But I managed to hold out. And didn't end up stabbing him.
And didn't end up stabbing him. You sound so disappointed.
He's a pastor.
Oh, it's that guy?
Yeah! That guy.
Yeah, you told me about that guy extensively. I remember. You might not think I'm paying attention, but I'm paying attention. Sounds like y'all need to just get that motherfucker out of there, but it's like a fucking powder keg.
Oh yes, yes it is. Especially for me. But I'm keeping it cool. I've started just ignoring everything he says, regardless of what it is.
So you're
He
maintaining.
wants help. He wants help. Fuck him. I didn't hear it. You need to learn your own job. And I don't need to come help.
Yes. Yes. This is going gloriously. I'm almost back to where I need to be. that away, put that away. We need pretty much everything else that we're carrying. Except for that. Put that away. Yes. Yes. Cog,
Yes.
you wanna play League?
Yeah, I'll play some League.
Let's fucking play some League. I am just drunk enough to play some League and not give a fuck. So, as far as the Allure and Skin Trader, I appreciate both of you more than you could ever know for hanging out with us. Even without dropping a follow or a word in chat, you guys just being here means that I'm doing it right. So, hope you guys enjoyed it. And,
Feel free to interrupt as well.
yeah.
Actually say something in chat.
Yeah, anytime you feel like you need to interject or just because you wanted to interject, go for it. However, we're going to be jumping off to some League of Legends for a little bit because my intoxication level has far exceeded my ability to cognitively control my character. So, I'm starting to run into walls and shit. It's probably not a good idea for me to continue playing Rust, considering if somebody shoots at me, I'll just jump around in circles because I'm too inebriated to pay attention. So,
I also happen to notice that in the background, Ends with Zombies seems to be calling out my name.
yeah, Devin screams your name a lot. Starting to wonder.
Yeah,
Just messing with
all I can do is blush.
For like 3 days after that time, whenever you were like, Cog, Cog, Cog in the background, every time he was just like, whatever, Devin was screaming my name. And I was, God damn it.
You're the one who put the idea in my head. You're the guilty party.
Let's give some squints bucks away.
Yeah, do that.
Huh? Because I haven't given squints bucks away?
Nothing.
Stop lying.
What? Stop lying. What? What did you think I said? Because it's obviously not what I said.
I don't know what you said.
So then why are you making it up?
Brr.
You don't know what I say. Say I don't know.
I said that.
Oh, you're literally right there.
Now you get to watch Cog suck at video games as well as Dom kind of carry me. God, my life sucks. That was meant as a joke, peoples. I see a cup and rum.
Shit, I don't remember which one he is.
That's Marlboro. Oh, fuck.
You're about to fight a Marlboro? You're fucked.
She's fighting a cigarette.
A Marlboro from fucking Final Fantasy.
Sounds like a cigarette to me.
It's a Marlboro. Like the cigarette. Oh, I killed him in one shot. That's why you have magic. Have Fyraga, Thundaga, Quadcast. I killed him in one shot. Okay, maybe 2 shots, but whatever. He still really loves it.
Alright, we're going.
He just keeps healing. Fuck.
A guardian is always prepared.
Fucking Galio, really? Okay. I know how to do this. I can do this.
You care to tell me how to do this, or?
Who are you? Oh, Morg?
Yeah.
Basically, what you want to do is you want to shoot your binding at an enemy at the same time that you drop your desecrated earth underneath them. Because if you hit them with your binding and the desecrated earth is underneath them, they're going to take a very large amount of damage. The other thing that I would recommend is getting a Zhonya's Hourglass as soon as possible after your main AP item. That way, whenever you blow your ultimate in a team fight, you can become invincible so they can't kill you to make it go away. Those are probably the best things I can tell you.
Eh. I hate activating items.
I know. Don't play Dota. That's all
Well,
Dota is.
Yeah, that the abilities aren't on. That there really isn't abilities to that. It's
Yeah.
items.
Yeah, it's
So
all items.
you pick your things, but whereas you have to do 2 separate lines of frickin' buttons for this, and one's longer than the other. And
Well, I mean, to be
grumble,
fair,
grumble, grumble.
you gotta do 2 separate lines of fucking buttons to do Dota 2. Unless you're a fucking master macroer.
I can be.
Oh shit, you got the katana. Fuck you.
You have to go to Altisha.
I want the goddamn katana.
You have to go to Altisha.
Well,
It's literally like the 3rd quest, maybe the 4th quest you do.
god damn it. Of course. Devin's got the katana in Final Fantasy 15, and that's like the one weapon I wanted, but you don't get it until you go to the second world. Ah.
Let's just quit that.
Yeah, we'll probably play like 1 or 2 games of this, and then we'll be at the end of the stream. Oops. Sorry. Sneezing fit.
That was allergic.
Sorry, my sneezes sound like I'm up checking.
Thank you.
Alright, so we're gonna play this while we play. I hope everybody enjoys it. That's gotta be your combo.
Yeah, I know. I just couldn't get it where I needed it.
We're wrecking them. Damn it!
Way to steal my kill there.
Yeah!
Finally get the combo off and you go and fuck me over.
And I'm like, that shit's mine. Wubba lubba dub dub, wubba lubba dub dub.
Oh, somebody has to take out that damn frickin'
Enemy rampage.
Caitlyn.
Enemy double kill.
Yeah, she's
'Cause
killed
they-
2 of us.
Oh, no. She killed 3 of us.
Too right.
Damn it, I hit E there.
Instead of the spell shield.
Oh, that stupid ass sunlock.
I will not fail.
Oh, I almost killed her.
Enemy double kill.
Alright. I did what I could.
An enemy has been slain.
Why didn't my frickin' ult do anything?
Ow. I swear to God, we better kill them. But yeah, anyway. I'm calm. I'm calm. I'm just saying that we better bathe in their blood, or I'm gonna be upset.
Oh, I don't enjoy it if I didn't get fucked every time I come out there.
Cog, stop getting fucked!
But it's so hard not to get bent over.
Cog's like, but I just love being fucked.
It's so freaking enjoyable.
Alright, I've got my Eidolon up.
By your command.
Oh, come on. Ah, we made it. Fair exchange. You know what the best part about it was? I didn't have boots that whole time.
I got yelled at the last time I tried to buy boots on this game, so I haven't bought any in a long time.
It depends on what kind of character you're playing.
Just please, just tag us.
Ah!
Anything about them, and we have a fucking tank up our asses. That's a
Squid's
tank
just
that's
like,
getting
why is
super
that
fast.
jelly?
Grumble, grumble, grumble.
Gramble. Gramble, gramble.
An enemy is unstoppable. An ally has been slain.
God damn it!
An ally has been slain.
What is my freaking ult supposed to be doing? Because it doesn't seem to be doing it.
It binds enemies with chains, and then after like 3 seconds, it locks the enemies in place with those chains and deals damage. So your ult actually takes like 5 seconds to go off.
It's taken a lot more than that.
Well, it shouldn't be. Holy fuck! Glad this is the last one.
An ally has been slain.
Is it now?
Kill.
Well, we can do one more after if you're ready.
Save place HP. Yeah, I believe you changed it. It may not have updated.
Damn it. Damn it. We can't kill them.
They literally did not get stuck anywhere by that. Ruffle Stomp.
Chase plays HD. Bitch, this isn't Rust. Chase, if you were actually ever around whenever I was playing Rust, then it would be a whole different story. But I don't want to hear any bullshit from you.
Has been destroyed. Shut down. Your turret has been destroyed. An enemy has been slain.
Flight.
Ah! Alright, Cog, we're done after this one.
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab me some much needed lunch. Alright. I'm glad to know that our new stream settings went with a fucking resounding success, though. Everything, I didn't have a single encoding issue pop up. I dropped 700 frames, which are 0.2 of the entirety of the 3-hour and 35-minute stream, so plus the 15 minutes that we streamed before that, so yeah, amazing. Good to know that we finally found some kind of a setup that works. We will be back tomorrow in full ferocity, playing all the glorious games that we love to play, probably including Rust, some of the classics like Don't Starve, and Factorio, all those things like that that we can finally actually get to work. So, hope to see you all then. Hope you're all excited as we are. And, be there. See you all next time. Later.